All right, guys, it is May 2019. We're taking a look back at what happened in April 2019. So to start out with, we sold 2,032 properties versus in 2018, we sold 2,024 properties, a small increase of 0.4%. However, the average price has shot up by 7.9% of both a house and a condo. The average now is $449,700 versus last April in 2018, the average was $416,795. So if we look at year to date where we are for the first 4 months of the year, we've sold 5,362 properties versus last year, at this point, we'd sold 5,364 properties. So we sold 2 less so far year to date, so a 0% change in either direction. The average price again has gone up by 6.3%. Okay, the average price now $431,563 year to date versus $406,001 at this point last year, an increase of 6.3%. What we're seeing is, again, this is what we've been talking about the whole time, a lower inventory. Okay, so 3,699 properties for sale, both residential and condo, versus at this point last year, there were 4,879. That's a decrease of 24%. There's less than 2 months of inventory in any sort of property class, okay? So if we break it down, we first talk about the residential property class. We sold 1,594 residential properties versus in April 2018, we sold 1,608 residential properties, a decrease of 0.9%, but the average price has shot up. It's now $488,729 versus in April 2018, $454,959, an increase of 7.4%, okay, on the residential price of a residential property. An average residential property, this includes row houses, townhouses, semi-detached, detached houses, 2-story bungalows, is just shy of $500,000 in Ottawa. Okay, year to date for residential homes, we've sold for the first 4 months 4,093. Versus at this point last year, we were 4,168. That's a decrease of 1.8%. We're not selling as many because there aren't as many to choose from, okay? The average price, however, as a result of all of this, continues to rise. $473,975 year to date versus $444,679 for all of the residential properties we've sold in 2018, okay? That's an increase of 6.6%. Now, the inventory, again, what we're talking about, residential inventory available for sale right now, 2,905 properties available for sale versus last year at this point there were 3,566, a decrease of 18%. All right, again, less than 2 months of inventory on the residential property class. This is what we call a typical seller's market. Expect that this is going to stay like this for at least another year. Okay, on the condo side, we sold in April 438 properties versus 416 in April 2018, an increase of 5.3%. This is crazy. The average price of a condo, both 2-story condo and apartment style, $307,000, $659. $307,659, sorry, versus $269,274, an increase of 14.3%. That's double digits in the increase in value of condos, okay? A lot of people aren't buying residential properties anymore because the price is going up too high and they're going over and buying condos, okay? We're also selling a lot more. So we've sold 1,269 condos year to date versus at this point last year, we had sold 1,196. That's a 6.1% increase in number of condos sold, and last year we set a record with how many condos we sold. So a lot more condos are being sold than we'd seen in the history. Okay, the average price of a condo year to date at the end of April, $294,769 versus at this point last year was $271,211. Okay, again, that's an increase of 8.7% more condos sold. We have the same issue with almost no inventory. The inventory is down by 40% in the condo market. All right, we've got 794 condos available for sale, where at this point last year, we saw 1,313, okay? Again, less than 2 months of inventory at the rate that we're selling. So a seller's market in condos, a seller market on a residential side. This is a great time to be selling a house. It's a little bit harder to buy. However, there is a great strategy that we've used with a few buyer clients recently. So if you're interested in selling, buying, you want to know what the specifics are for your neighborhood and how you can take advantage of the market when you're selling and how you can wheel around it when you're buying, give us a call today at 613-314-3187. My team and I would be more than happy to help. And until then, Sty Fire out.